What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound, where we're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Monday, April 1st, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. We appreciate all the love and support that we've gotten here at Pick Dawgz over the years. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to tune into the Wraparound so I can try to put you guys on some free pick NHL winners. If you're looking for my best bets on the board, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Got a lot on the board to start April. Got some baseball on the board. Got some NHL on the board, as well as my NBA play of the day. So really looking to start April on a high note. So you can hop on a daily pass. We can make you some money that way, or the best value of all, I keep saying it, jump on a long-term pass. Not necessarily it's not a sales pitch. It's just I'm trying to help you guys maximize your value. I know some people, spending this kind of money is a big thing for them. So if you hop on a 3-day pass, you're getting today's action, and the 3-day pass today is actually less than buying each of Monday's daily packages, and it'll get you a couple extra days worth of plays as well. You can also pair me up with any of your other favorite handicappers as part of our multi-capper promotion, or whatever you choose to do. Remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. But that's down the road. We got our drive-through later on today at 6 p.m. Eastern time to put you guys on some more winners across the board with some great handicappers. We're here to talk about an 8-game NHL card on Monday. Let's make the books into some fools on April 1st. What do you guys say? Trying to make some money. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game on Monday's card takes us to the Nationwide Arena, where the Columbus Blue Jackets take on the Colorado Avalanche. And I think I've said it before, I think I'm just done with the Columbus Blue Jackets, home or away. This team is one of the worst teams in the NHL. Just doesn't seem to matter where they're playing. They do play their better hockey at home, but yeah, it's a mess for the Columbus Blue Jackets. They're just simply playing out the string at this point. The Colorado Avalanche, yes, they're a much better home team than they are on the road, but they're still 18-14-5 away from home this season. Very respectable. And last time we saw them out on the road, they swept their 4-game road trip. I think the Avs find a way to get it done here. I think they win this one convincingly on the puck line. I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche -1.5 in this one. Next, we're heading to Madison Square Garden, where the New York Rangers take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. And again, I've said it before about this Pittsburgh Penguins team, and I will say it till the cows come home, or if you're new to the wraparound, the Pittsburgh Penguins knew what they were doing at the trade deadline when they shipped off Jake Guentzel to Carolina. He was one of their best players, if not their best player at the time. And, the Penguins were in a playoff position at the time, but now they have fallen out. They're in a bad way. This is a team that's simply playing out the string at this point. I just have no interest in any way, shape, or form in backing the Penguins. The New York Rangers, on the other hand, this is a team that's contending for a division title. They're also fighting for the President's Trophy. Some people will say, well, do you really want that distinction, have that honor of winning the President's Trophy, considering how it's gone for the last few teams? I don't know, but the Rangers are still the better team here. They've got the better goaltending by a mile. And I just think take it to the Penguins here. They've owned the last few meetings between these two teams. The Rangers are the better team in far better form. I'm going to take the Rangers to win this one in regulation at -120, as well as on the puck line, -1.5. Wells Fargo Center for a match between the Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Islanders. And I think this matchup is going to be extremely competitive, because right now the Islanders are trying to chase down the Flyers for the final wild card spot. The Islanders are also, if they can catch the Islanders or the Capitals, the two teams that are tied for third in the Metro in the final wildcard spot, potentially the Islanders could sneak into a top 3 spot in the Metro as well. Nothing's off the table right now, but I also think the Flyers are going to be interested in trying to, not only bounce back, but try to hold on to spot. Two teams that are back to playing a defensive style of hockey, and two teams that this season have played a 3-2 and a 1-0 score. The under is hitting 5 straight meetings between these two teams. And like I said, the Islanders right now, they lost 4-1 to the Lightning, 3-2 they beat the Panthers, 4-0 to the Devils, and the Panthers, they've lost 4 straight. They've scored 1 goal in 3 of those 4. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going to go with the under 6 between the Flyers and the Islanders. Now we're going to the Amalie Arena, where the Tampa Bay Lightning take on the Detroit Red Wings. And, the Detroit Red Wings were a team that, I thought could potentially make a run at a playoff spot this year. And for the better part of the season, they've been in a position to do so. And they're still there. I mean, they have a game in hand on the Philadelphia Flyers and the Capitals. And they're only 2 points back, so a win here vaults them right into another tie with the Flyers. At least the Capitals have 2 games in hand on the Flyers and one in hand on the Red Wings. But the problem is that the Red Wings are falling apart and they're running out of steam and they're losing traction, especially on the road. Now they're starting to look like the Detroit Red Wings of old. Not necessarily a team that gets their teeth kicked in and night out, but a team that has just a lot of problems winning away from the Motor City. I mean, this Detroit Red Wings team has lost 8 straight on the road, and that's after a 3-2 shootout loss to the Florida Panthers in their last matchup. The Tampa Bay Lightning, don't get me wrong, I hate the Tampa Bay Lightning. I love to bash this team openly, but there's no denying that this team is playing the better hockey right now and looking more and more like the Tampa Bay Lightning team that we are used to seeing year in and year out of John Cooper's bunch. They've won 8 of their last 9, 3 straight. They've held each of their last 4 victories to their opponent to 2 goals or less, including 1 goal in 3 of those 4 games. And the Tampa Bay Lightning, of those 8 wins in their last 9, 7 of those wins have come by at least 2 goals. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning to win this one in regulation, -115 with a sprinkle on the puck line as well, -1.5. Now we're going to Scotiabank Arena for a matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers. And I know when you see a matchup like this with 2 of the best teams in the NHL, and the names on the marquee, you'd immediately think we're going to see goals here. But I think you're really splitting hairs from taking a side here. So I'm going to go with the under 6.5, and here's why. This was a playoff matchup, a playoff series last season, and these games were all tight and low scoring for the most part in that playoff series, as playoff hockey normally is. However, the under has hit in 9 straight meetings between these 2 teams, including both meetings this season. Like I said, this was a playoff series, and playoff hockey, we know, if you don't know, I mean, now you will, it's a lot harder hitting. It's a completely different game than what you see in regular season NHL hockey. But the thing is that intensity, that rivalry, has carried over into this season, where these 2 teams are physical. They don't like each other. The hits are harder, and both goaltenders right now, Sergei Bobrovsky has been one of the NHL's best all season long, one of the most consistent. Ilya Samsonov's coming off of one of the best games of his career, in my opinion, against the Buffalo Sabres last time out. So 2 teams with red hot goaltending right now. I got to go with the under 6.5 in what should be another playoff type atmosphere. I lean towards the Maple Leafs at home because the home team's actually had a lot of success recently between these 2 teams, especially this season with both teams winning their respective matchup at home. But I'm going to go with the under 6.5 here is what I think is the better play. Now we're going to the Enterprise Center where the St. Louis Blues take on the Edmonton Oilers. And I get why the Edmonton Oilers are sizable favorites here. I mean, this Edmonton Oilers team is rock solid. I mean, they have been for the better part of the last couple of months. And right now, they're back to being on a roll. They've won 3 straight games. And last time they were out on the road, they beat the Winnipeg Jets 4-3, but as much as I hate the St. Louis Blues for starting Joel Hofer against the San Jose Sharks in what was a winnable spot for the St. Louis Blues team in the midst of a Western Conference playoff race, I still think there could be some value here with the St. Louis Blues, mainly because the St. Louis Blues are playing a lot of close games. They need to win a lot more than the Edmonton Oilers do right now. And I just think that the Blues can be competitive here. The Blues, last time we saw these 2 teams square off, they lost to the Edmonton Oilers 3-2 back on February 28th. When the last meeting was in St. Louis, they won 6-3 as +188 dogs. So I think that there's value here with the Blues. I'm going to take a shot on the Blues here, plus the goal and a half, and I'm also going to take them on the money line here at +168. Now we're heading to the Canada Life Center for a matchup between the Winnipeg Jets and the Los Angeles Kings. And, both teams could use a win here for different reasoning in their respective division races. But the thing for me here is that the Winnipeg Jets have lost 6 straight. They're backpedaling into the postseason right now. And I'm sure this team will be fine once they get there. And I've commended the Winnipeg Jets for how consistent they've been for the better part of the season. But the one thing they've done consistently as of late, like I said, is lose. And I can't get their laying juice with the Winnipeg Jets at home when the Los Angeles Kings all season long have played their better hockey on the road. Sure, they've stumbled in their last couple of games against Calgary and Edmonton, but I still think that the Los Angeles Kings have a little bit more to play for here. The Winnipeg Jets, they're in the midst of a of a division battle here, trying to catch the Colorado Avalanche or the Dallas Stars. I don't think it's going to happen. Colorado's 6 points ahead of Winnipeg. Dallas is 9 points ahead, and Winnipeg's only got 8 games left to go. They'd have to run the table and hope for some help to have any shot of maybe leapfrogging either one of those teams. To me, it seems that the Winnipeg Jets are almost solidified in the 3 spot in the Central Division. The Los Angeles Kings are trying to fend off the St. Louis Blues and a couple of other teams for that final wild card spot, and maybe even try to get into the top 3 in the Pacific Division. So I'm going to take the Los Angeles Kings here. I think they just they come out with a little bit of extra fire under their butts, and we're getting plus money with them, like I said, in a favorable spot where they've been better on the road all season long. So give me the Los Angeles Kings in this one. And our final game on Monday's card takes us to the SAP Center, where the San Jose Sharks take on the Seattle Kraken. And I think I've said before that I feel like I'm done with the San Jose Sharks because this team is just flat out struggling. But there are just certain things that I just can't get myself to do. And one of them is lay this kind of price with the Seattle Kraken. I mean, sure, the Seattle Kraken at home, they beat up on the Anaheim Ducks twice, and that's all well and good. But outside of that, this team has been struggling as of late. They've scored 2 goals or less in 7 of their last 9 games. All those games have been losses. And while the San Jose Sharks have been struggling, they are coming off of a win against the St. Louis Blues. And the head-to-head, the home team has won 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams. Probably my least favorite game on Monday's card for obvious reasons. But I'm going to take a shot here on the Sharks plus the 1.5, as well as a little sprinkle on the money line at plus 180. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Monday, April 1st, 2024. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell in the description of this video below to get notified when the newest and freshest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. If you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium, and make sure to let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Good luck.